Canelo Alvarez could possibly face Caleb Plant now that he's a free agent. Everything we know, everything we don't know, and predictions right here in this video. Stay tuned. I love my job. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to my channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, the Cash App, $BoxingEgo, and the Patreon family. We working. Now, before I get started, ESPN Plus, click on my link in the description box of all of my videos if you want to help support the channel. Also, it gets you ESPN Plus. ESPN Plus, they have a ton of original content, docuseries, documentaries, archive footage, past fights, things like that for your viewing pleasure. ESPN Plus as a standalone is $5.99, or you can bundle it and get ESPN Plus, Hulu, and Disney Plus. All three of those apps, one price, low price of $12.99. I personally have all three of them, and you know, I use it for the content. So great way to support the channel. Now, Canelo shook up the world, broke the internet as far as boxing. He was trending on Twitter. I made videos. That's why you guys got to subscribe for the latest and greatest. I'm here daily. This is my job. I do it full time, and we kick the facts, kick the ballistics, and talk boxing. Canelo the other day, last week, he broke the internet. He announced through his trainer, Eddie Reynoso, longtime friend and trainer, that he was a free agent, meaning he is no longer working with Golden Boy Promotions, founder Oscar De La Hoya, and he was no longer on the platform or tied or forced, you know, to continue fighting and fulfill the contract of DAZN, the streaming app that claimed that pay-per-view was dead, the streaming app that claimed that they were the Netflix of boxing. Now, that definitely hurts DAZN, but that's a separate issue. This video is more so about Canelo and his next move. Now, drum roll, please. BoxRec, which is the leading boxing official record keeper. So if you ever want to look for who beat who and the outcome and the KO percentage, things like that, you go to BoxRec. Everybody in boxing knows this. This is Canelo's record, 53-1-2. They have it listed, the rumor that everybody was talking about, Caleb Plant. Now, with that being said, this is not a confirmation. I think BoxRec even has maybe a disclaimer somewhere that stipulates things are subject to change and things like that. Actually, you can see it right there. So it says the rumored date, 12/19, December 19th of this year. Scheduled bout subject to change and with commission approval. So I have seen it in the past where BoxRec will say this, that, and the third, and the fight doesn't happen, you know. So I don't know exactly what their policies are. I don't work for them. I'm just telling you what we know and what we don't know. So that's a good indication that the rumors could be true. So this video is talking about everything we know and everything we don't know. So your boy Ego, leave it to me. I did some research. So I went to the Alamo Dome because I figured this would have to happen in Texas more than likely. With all the protocols, you can only go to certain states and get a decent capacity. Canelo Alvarez is a big star, and him shifting his career to another network or whatever the case may be, there's going to be a lot of people talking about this. So I can imagine that even with the Rona, they would do the social distancing precautions, and they're going to look to have a crowd for a Canelo fight, especially a great fight with him and Caleb Plant. So this is the Alamo Dome's website, and as you guys can see, they don't have any events clear off until December. So this part is just a little bit of detective work and speculation. This is not a concrete confirmation, and I'm making that distinction on my video. This is just me doing some legwork, trying to hone in and close in on what's going on, right? So BoxRec, that again, that's not a definitive, but that's a good sign. This is Jerry's World, where the Dallas Cowboys play. This is their official calendar. You see AT&T Stadium, they have a big fight with Errol Spence Jr. returning from the wreck, and he's fighting a very well-respected Danny Garcia at the AT&T Stadium. That's December 5th. Canelo's supposed to fight December 19th. Now, they're not going to update this until the actual the news comes out, but it works perfectly because after Errol Spence and Danny Garcia, December 5th at AT&T Stadium, the next day, December 20th, they have a big game, the Cowboys and the 49ers. So that still gives enough time for this venue to be used, AT&T Stadium. So I can't wait. Canelo says through his lawyer, and they said this on the Fox, so this is what we know. They said this on the Fox telecast that Canelo Alvarez should have an announcement within a week. So that's also good news. Again, this is what we know. So this is last night on the telecast for Luis Ortiz. This is what Heidi Andro, who works with Fox, said. She says, and welcomed Canelo to the network. This is what she said, and I quote.
Well, I had an opportunity to speak to Canelo Alvarez's camp today, Guadalupe Valencia, telling me that we should have an announcement in the coming days. That will include the next opponent for the pound-for-pound king and the date. Most definitely. Well, I had an opportunity to speak.
See?
Now, we don't know exactly which network, which organization that's going to be with, or who that opponent might be. We would certainly welcome him right here on Fox, that's for sure. But if you want to get the breaking news updates, you can follow PBC on Fox on Twitter. He said, definitely within the week. Now, we don't know exactly which network, which organization that's going to be with, or who that opponent might be. We would certainly welcome him right here on Fox, that's for sure. But if you want to get the breaking news updates, you can follow PBC on Fox on Twitter.
So Heidi Andro admits that her network that she's working with, Fox, would welcome, and I mean, who wouldn't want Canelo to work and work alongside them, bring the money in and the audience that he brings and the fans and, of course. But she made it public. So, again, this is just me speculating. I'm going to speculate that Canelo is announced with Caleb Plant on Fox in Texas. I would lean towards AT&T Stadium, but it's possible that it could be Alamo Dome. Now, this is just speculation. Again, this video is encapsulating everything we know versus prediction. So you're getting a little bit of both. So I've done a good job, I hope, of outlining what is fact and what is speculation. Now, lastly, Canelo Alvarez was on Mexican television, Box Azteca, I believe at his home or wherever he's at in San Diego, and he did an interview where he pretty much said he's going to be making his decision. So this is all positive, especially for the PBC and the boxing fans. Canelo being back, it would have been a shame if he couldn't fight this year. And that would have been tragic. A lot of fans want to see Canelo, and it'd be good to see him back. So that's what we know versus what we don't know and what is speculation. Canelo Alvarez could be facing Caleb Plant. And I'm really happy for Caleb Plant and his family. It's a great fight. It's an interesting stylistic matchup. Both guys have a chance there. Canelo has had some trouble with guys who can move about and move their legs. So we'll see what happens. That is Canelo Alvarez versus Caleb Plant. Everything we know versus Boxingego and Ego Stradamus predictions. Hopefully Canelo makes this all clear. Huge loss for DAZN. The DAZN curse continues. Huge loss for that platform. Huge loss for Oscar De La Hoya. And this could be big, man. I like when things happen in boxing if it has the potential to positively impact the fans. And I think this does. Canelo's business is his own business. I don't wish, malice or bad on anybody. I don't have to. But when it comes down to it, Canelo felt he was wrong. He did something about it, and this is the result. But it gives the fans the opportunity to see Canelo Alvarez back in action, and that, you know, we can never forget this boxing stuff. That's what this is supposed to be about. It's supposed to be about the sport, competition, and the fans. Let me know what you guys think. Hopefully Canelo clears this up as to what he's doing, and the fans can prepare for that and support. I'll definitely support this fight. I love the fight. I think it's a good fight, and hell of a way to close the year. Boxing has a lot of shocks and turns. I don't really get shocked in boxing, but this is just big news that impacts all of us if you watch boxing. Drop your thoughts in the comment section, and please let me know how I did in this video. If you're new, I drop news like this, give my thoughts, go live, cover the fights normally when we're not doing the pandemic. So let me know what you guys think. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego, signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.